let's flip a coin. Heads Carolina, tails California.
Okay, Andy Graham, Hobo Traveler in Kara, Togo, West Africa. It's next to Ghana, where you guys don't know. Got a strange question. Probably a dreamer question. But it's good to dream, right? Because slowly you solve all the problems until your dreams come true. Yasin from Sweden wants to know how to earn money so he can travel to Togo. Now, Yasin is 16 years old. So, hopefully, by the time he's 18, he has enough money to come to Togo. Travel on average, travel on average costs a person 20 to, a kid like 18-year-old can travel pretty cheap, so I think on average he's going to need at least, in Africa, he's going to need at least an average of, say, $30 a day. That's a safe one. Anybody can travel anywhere they want for $50 a day. But $50 to $30, and you're going to be able to travel anywhere on the planet, excluding the airplane ticket. So first of all, Yasin, the budget. Earning money is difficult. Saving money is simple. Don't sign up for a contract for the cell phone. Don't sign for a contract for the apartment. Don't sign for a contract with anybody for more than 1 month. But stay away from those things, and you're going to be able to do this. If you think that you're going to be able to break these contracts, you're just not right. Because it's like a trap of the modern world. We get you financing. Actually, the Bible made it. It's against the Bible to borrow money. The money changers and all that stuff. And one reason why Spain had trouble advancing in the world is that the merchant ships couldn't really borrow money, so they had to get the money from the government. So a lot of Spain, everything was done by government financing, and it was umbilical cord. But financing is a problem, especially for a 16-year-old kid. The MasterCard, all these stuff. Like, I don't have a credit card. I have a debit card. Basically, I go as I play as I go. I do not live on credit. The worst thing in life is credit. So you're going to have to save money. Prove you can save money, save that you can avoid a temptation, and then you can do it. So how do most 18-year-old kids do it? Well, they probably don't come to Togo. The first thing they're going to go to Central America or South America, or Thailand, Cambodia, and all that area. But Thailand, Guatemala, Peru, skip the Caribbean. That's way too expensive. Africa is really upper level unless you want to go to Morocco. Kind of boring. Flying around Europe is incredibly complicated. In Europe, you could buy a car, being a Swedish guy, and drive around Europe. But normally what they're going to do is maybe a 6 months on, 6 months off. What they're going to do is work for 6 months and then do it. So once you get rid of the idea of having anything more than a month-to-month thing, don't rent an apartment. I don't care what kind of deal they give you. Don't rent an apartment for longer than 1 month at a time. It's basically bondage. It's economic slavery. We sign up for the thing and we're good. If you can stay away from them, then you're living month to month, and then you get a job. In Europe's full of temporary services because the temporary work agencies, because the system in Europe is so bad that if they put somebody on full time, they have to basically give them insurance, all this stuff, pay for everything about their life, and give them a contract for a year. So they have these temporary agencies. So sign a contract for a month and work for 6 months, finish, take all that money, put it in the bank, and then go travel. The oddsman. You want to go to the cheapest country possible first and work your way into the most things. So Thailand's the cheap one in Southeast Asia. In Europe, That's tough. I would say go to, Latvia, Riga, Latvia, and work your way from there. There's a big bunch of backpackers working their way around. I think southern Spain, Madrid. According to your alcohol problems, right? How much you like to drink and smoke. Africa's tough. Kenya would be the cheapest one. Senegal's off the thing. Togo's cheap. Ghana, Togo. Central America, fly into Guatemala, Mexico, and then work your way. Mexico's kind of expensive. Work your way down to Guatemala, then you're safe. Costa Rica's horrible. South America, you can fly into Ecuador or Peru. Buenos Aires and all this stuff is very expensive, so you got to start in Bolivia, work your way over to Buenos Aires. All these land trips in Central South America are easy. Southeast Asia is pretty easy. But you want to figure out which is the cheapest country to enter, and then when you know you can afford that, then talk to the travelers, and then you can work your way thing. On average, it's going to be $30 to $50 a day budget, plus the cost of the plane fare. And you want to buy a one-way ticket, and always have a mother and father or somebody that can bail you out, or you're going to have to hold $1,000 cash somewhere in reserve for the plane ticket home. The best jobs for you, if you go to tourist areas as a young person, you can work in a hotel as a receptionist. You can sell tours for people that need people that speak English or Swedish. You can restaurant, bar work. Some tour agencies and some hotels need receptionists. Getting a job overseas is tough. Don't really want you to do that the first time out. I want you to go out 6 months, come back. So just plan 6 months out, 6 months in, working 6 months out, until you figure out how to transition yourself into being a perpetual non-stop traveler like me. At the end of the day, it's tough. It's not easy to earn money on the fly. For Americans, we can sell things on Amazon.com now. That's the best way. YouTube videos is good. I think in Europe there's like Amazon.uk or something like that, in France. Get some products, sell on there. You're basically doing what they call arbitrage. You're buying low. You can go into a dollar store and then turn around and sell that thing on Amazon because of convenience, right? So you're making arbitrage. There's a couple books on it. It's arbitrage is what it's called. But look on search on Google for fulfillment by Amazon, and then basically I consider that the best way to have perpetual money. But you really have to be a businessman, right? And at 16, you can be a businessman, but you're going to get some very, very bad advice from people. You got to find travelers that have been outside the United States for 7 years. Find somebody that's been outside, and if you're watching a video, and if they don't say they've been outside the United States for 7 years, they don't know jack all. And there's a slew of people in the Philippines trying to make money by selling advice, and they only been there for a year. That's not the person you should follow. Sometimes they know something, but really the person, what you got to do is find somebody that actually lives outside and does it and been doing it for a long period of time. So the 7-year itch is the problem. You got to get beyond 7 years. Advice from somebody that's been in the country for a year or 2 years is almost worthless. A person that's been outside the country for 7 years, sometimes if they've written a book, that proves their research abilities are better. Okay. Yasin from Sweden, good luck. Oh, get a skill. Carpentry is a good skill. Electrician's a good skill. Making jewelry is kind of a good skill. I mean, they do that all through the different things. These guys sell jewelry. They work their way around the planet by selling jewelry.
Tonight, let's flip a coin.